Boxing King Media, Chris Eubank Jr. I think before we speak about anything, I just want to do a little tribute to Ricky Hatton. You know, one of the quotes that he said that boxing is his medication, and he basically likes to make people happy. And that's what makes him feel good about himself. So, what's your medication in life, based on that quote?
It's a great quote. Yeah, rest in peace to Ricky Hatton. One of the best to do it in Britain. And, you know, the man inspired a generation. And I know how hard it is to lose a loved one. So my thoughts and prayers are with his immediate family and friends. My medication is being a good person, not lying, making sure that I can sleep at night, knowing that I've done the right things, knowing that I've tried my best in whatever I'm doing. Yeah, being a good person, that's my medication.
Another quote, your now stablemate again, Terence Crawford, he said that one of the things he's proud of is he never sold his soul to get to where he's at. And people asked him to be a certain way. He didn't want to be that way. He wanted to be himself, and that's been the secret to his success. And I get the feeling, the way you portray yourself and the way you come across, you're also that type of person. I don't think you'd ever sell yourself. You are who you are. Would you agree?
It's a very hard thing to do. There's a lot of traps. There's a lot of people tempting you with things that you don't want to do for money, for power, for fame. If you can stay true to yourself and avoid all these traps and all these immoral things that people are doing these days for clout or for money, then you can sleep at night. Then you can be content with yourself and the human being that you are. Don't break. Don't bend. Don't follow because everyone else is doing something or saying something. I'm gonna do the same or say the same. Forget that. You know, what you believe, what you want to do, who you want to be. You know, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You're going to look back on it when you're an old man, and you're either going to be embarrassed for the things you did or you're going to be proud. I know which one I'd rather be.
You said a lot in that press conference today, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be lawyers sat behind the scenes writing stuff up to send to you. I'm sure you're prepared for that. Are you still licensed by the boxing board? Because I get the feeling a lot of the stuff you said that's going to come back to potentially bite you if you are licensed by them. And obviously what you said about Matchroom and Eddie.
We're exposing the lies. We're exposing the dark people in the industry who are not doing what they're supposed to do. Everyone else is too afraid, it seems, to speak out, to shine a light on the things that are wrong in this sport. Whether it's because they're afraid of retaliation, losing a fight, not getting paid, not getting whatever. People don't speak about these things. I don't care. I don't care about being fined. I don't care about hurting somebody's feelings. I don't care about being singled out. I've been singled out my entire life. If something's wrong, if you're doing something wrong, regardless of whether people can see it or not, I'm going to expose you. And that's all I did today.
I want to quickly give you an observation that I made about Frank Smith. You know, in that moment when you was took away in the ambulance, I was stood around him, and obviously he heard the news that you was took away in the ambulance, and at that point it wasn't clear why. I don't think I've ever seen him visibly shook, and he looked quite emotional in that moment when he heard the news. Does that change anything when you hear that? Because I'm giving you my own account because I saw it firsthand. It was real emotion, basically.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it. I saw my ambulance being blocked in for 20 minutes. And you have to ask yourself, who would want that? Who would advise something like that? Who would structure something like that to happen? I only have one enemy, or two enemies. CONOR, BENN, Matchroom. I guess now the British Boxing Board of Control, but they're I believe in the pockets of Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, so they're the same entity. These people tried to destroy me, so I have to stay on my toes. I have to speak my truth.
What's your dad said about this rematch? I know he was slightly against it. Have you guys spoken since?
Yeah, he doesn't want me to take it. But what's new? It's a father that's worried about his son. It's never going to change. He retired at 32. He can't understand how I'm still doing the things I'm doing at 36 years old. I'm 36 tomorrow. So I get it. I get his worries and his concerns, but I am fresh. I am strong. I am hungry. I am dedicated to this sport still. There's still a lot left in me.
Last two questions for you. Your ring walk is probably one of the best ring walks in boxing as far as I can remember. I think the only way you could upgrade it is by getting Snoop Dogg or Dre. Has your team ever tried to do anything like that? Can we get in touch with someone? Maybe Turkey can make it happen?
You know, the ring walk, yes, it was an iconic moment. Not because of songs or any of that. It was because it was a father and son coming together after years of distance. And that's every father and son's dream, really, is to unite, especially when it's fight time. So that meant a lot to a lot of people. I have people telling me after the fight, I called my dad that night, man. I haven't spoken to for months. I haven't spoken to for years, met up with him, That's important. That's a big message. It's a statement. It's going to be hard to beat, but we'll see what we can do.
Did you joke with Brian Bomack to make sure he's checked his bags properly this time before he flew over?
I think his bags were fully checked. Obviously, there were issues previously, and yeah, he's doing everything he can to stay out of trouble, and we're here to train. That's it.
Last question for you. I know you're a big movie buff. Tell me your favourite movie character that you'd love to play if you ever had the opportunity.
A movie character I'd love to play? I don't know what you mean by that.
Just a role of somebody that's played in a movie. Because you like watching movies, you're a big fan of movies, yeah?
I'm a massive movie fan, but there's no
favourite movie.
I've got many favourite movies, but there's no role that I would look at and be like, I want to play that role, because all the amazing roles, that's the whole point. They play the role so well that no one else could do it. My dream is to be able to get to a stage where I can play my own role. I've been shooting for The Gentleman season 2. It's kind of my first introduction to the world of acting. I hope it's gone well. We'll find out when those series come out. But yeah, after boxing, maybe that will be the next thing I can kind of maneuver myself into, because I am a huge fan of that craft, acting.
Good man. Chris, thank you very much. Appreciate your time, brother. Thank you.
Man, it's crazy to see myself in a game, coming up as a kid playing the fighting games and boxing games and football, just any sports game, just to see yourself, to be able to play yourself. It's crazy to me. Still to this day, sometimes I can't even believe that I'm actually in the game, but, dreams do come true, reality sets in, and, we're here.
Respect isn't given, it's earned.